Thank you for joining me for another episode, I call them episodes, of Caron in the Kitchen. Hey guys, thank you again for joining me, like I said, for this episode. I am totally excited about it. Actually, I should actually set my timer on it because this recipe is supposed to be 30 minutes maximum. So what we're doing right now is we're going to do a one pot chicken dinner, and that pot we're going to do it in is called the Rock Crock Dutch oven. Guys, if you don't have a Pampered Chef independent consultant, please, I'll leave the information below, but you can look at my page, my website at www.pamperedchef.biz/sweets signatures. Join me every week. I will do a live cooking demo for you. This is the most current catalog that we have, so everything I'll be talking to you about today will be out of this catalog. The recipe, like I said, today is the one pot chicken dinner. Let me move it in. And this is a recipe that you can find on our Pampered Chef website. So thank you guys again. It is 11 o'clock. Hopefully everybody will join me today. Let me turn on the comments so I can see. As I'm going along, guys, if you have any questions at all, please join me, or please message me, and I will answer as I can. So let's get started. Last month, as you know, the guest special was get any one of our rock crocks, or the hostess special really was get any one of our rock crocks at 60% off. A lot of the recipes that I had been previously demoing had been for the rock crock Dutch oven, and I did not own a Dutch oven, so I had to adjust the recipes to do that. But because last month the hostess special was the 60% off, well, I went ahead and I hosted my own party, so I was able to get my rock crock Dutch oven. So guys, check out the newest addition to my rock crock family. It is the Dutch oven. The Dutch oven, similar to all of the rock crock pieces, is clay based. We can find all of the rock crock series in the new catalog on pages 30 to 33. So if you have a catalog, you can follow along with me and check out any of the information on there as well. The Dutch oven is item number 3140, and it is on page 32 of the catalog. This guy holds 4 quarts, and it is 9 inches in diameter. So if that helps you and tells you anything. One of the other things about the Dutch oven that I like really, is that the Dutch oven, you know, sometimes when you have like the, gosh, I can't think now. The bottoms where you can, if you have a certain type of bottom, oh gosh, I can't think. Anyway, but you can only use plastic utensils or silicone utensils or any particular kind, because otherwise it's not scratch proof. In all of the rock crock series, you guys, you can use any type of utensil that you have, to include your metals. Okay, so the recipe today is fairly simple. It is chicken. The recipe has 2 versions. It has a version that will take you through with rice or with mashed potatoes. So today I decided to go ahead with the mashed potato recipe, and so we're gonna do everything all in the pot. Last night, the recipe is for, it calls for a whole chicken, 3.5 to 4 pounds. Well, I don't know if y'all been to any of the grocery stores lately, but there is no such thing anymore. Because I tried, I'm like, I'm looking for a 3.5 to 4 pound whole chicken. They're like, man, we don't have that. So all they had was about 4.5. So that's 4. I think I ended up, no, they had a 4. So I ended up having like a 5.5 chicken. So we're gonna have to adjust cooking temperatures and cooking time just a little bit in order to accommodate the bigger portions of the roast chicken, the chicken that whole chicken that I purchased. So anyway, the recipe says and also featured today is, not only are we using the Dutch oven, but we are also using the bell pepper herb rub. So I've already went ahead and in the pinch bowl set, 3 tablespoons of the bell pepper herb rub I've already placed in the the glass prep bowl. So what the recipe says for us to do, and I'm taking the chicken out. Last night I put a little bit of other seasonings on here, my Larry's seasoning. And so I pre-seasoned some of it because I like a lot of flavor going through my meals. And for me, because I like so much salt and I am a salt heavy person, I had to make sure that the seasonings sat overnight. So the recipe says to take the 3 tablespoons of the bell pepper herb rub and generously rub all over. I was supposed to spritz using the spritzer, and coat it lightly with the canola oil because that's of how the bell pepper is going to stick and adhere to the chicken. And what I'm using here is the spritzer, and it's filled with my own olive oil, and this for me replaces the need for me to buy a lot of Pam. I know what I put in here. I put the oil, and so I know actually what's in it. When you buy the containers of Pam in the stores, you really don't know what's in it. But I do know that I put some oil in here, and dollar for dollar, it's going to cost me less. So let's start with that, and then we'll do some more rubbing of the herbs. See how it sticks a little bit more? So we'll have a nice crust on our chicken. And I'm going to put some on the inside too, so that the flavor carries out all through the meal. I forgot some fat on here. So there you go. I'm taking some of the fat off and continuing to baste the chicken with the bell pepper rub. Now this is the first time I'm making this meal, so and with every single Pampered Chef recipe I've ever done, I've loved the final flavor is just incredible. There's nothing that I don't like about Pampered Chef recipes. They're quick, they're easy, they suit my lifestyle because I have to have stuff that's ready to go in 30 minutes or less, just because that's just my life. Yesterday I went to the beauty parlor, and the stylist thought I was going nuts. I was just about to bounce out of my chair just because, I was there longer than I thought I was gonna be. But I do like the end result though. Take a look at my hair. So I went in at 8:30. I went in for an 8:30 appointment. Really, I went to have a steam treatment done on my hair, and that's it. And then, of course, as I'm sitting there, I decide to look at styles and then the result of my hair. And guys, do you know I left out of there at 1:30? I think it was 1:30 yesterday. That's when I left. Man, I was going out of my mind because one, I didn't plan on being there over 5 hours. I really only planned on being there 30 minutes. An hour. I'm sorry. I planned on being there an hour. Anyway, to continue on with the recipe, we are going to, we're going to place the bird in there, breast side up. Do you guys know which side is the breast? This one right here. So we're going to place the chicken in breast side up. And it fits perfectly in the Dutch oven. I'll show you that in a minute. And I'm going to make sure all of this goodness gets on there. There's nothing wrong with seasonings, right, guys? Nothing at all. I'm going to step out of frame so I can wash my hands. And get that done. So in the recipe as well, it is 2 pounds of potatoes. I went ahead and I pre-measured the, pre-weighed. I like to clean as I go when I'm cooking. I pre-weighed the potatoes. There was only the 5-pound bag So of course, to make sure that I have everything evened up. So here's my 2 pounds of potatoes. And according to the recipe, all we're gonna do, oh, I was gonna show you this. So here you go. This is a 5.5 pound whole chicken stuck in this dish. And there is so much still room in here for all kinds of things. So we are going to now add I pre-washed and scrubbed all of these. So I'm going to cut them in half and layer them around the chicken. Now everything is supposed to cook in the juice, in the juices that's coming out of the bird. And so that's all we're gonna do. Put them in there. Yeah. That's it, guys. I'm gonna put some garlic cloves in there, about 6 pieces. And then we are gonna call that, set that, and put that in the microwave. No added liquids, no added anything. That's just it. What do you think so far? Isn't that fast? Isn't that quick? And then we need some garlic. And I did not bring my garlic out. 1 second again. So we just need six cloves. If you like more garlic, guys, please put more garlic in there. If you don't, that's fine. It's all about the flavor and what works for you and your family. I'm gonna go with as the recipe says and add the 6 cloves of garlic to this dish and see where we go with that. I did not pre-peel them. We do have a tool for that. I did not pre-do them. So I'm gonna sit here and shell or take the hair off of garlic for a little minute here. Meanwhile, if you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know or ask, and I will answer as I can. One. It's, the fast way as well is just to, not crushing them per se, but that helps to shed them a little bit faster. There's 2. Releasing all of the garlic flavor is incredible. I love the smell of garlic. I don't know if you like it too, but I totally love the smell of garlic. It's just incredible. I don't like to eat on them, but I do love the smell and the flavor that it brings to your meals. And garlic is good for you. There's some health properties to garlic. I can't expound on them right now, but I do know that there are some health properties to garlic. In addition to, of course, keeping the vampires away. Yes. So, here we go. I think that was 4. Here we go. And so at this point, all we do now is we cover and we put in the microwave for, look at that, there's still room in there. Guys, potatoes, chicken, and garlic. That is it. And we're going to put this, let me make sure I'm telling you the right thing on the recipe. Coat outside with the rub, I did that. And then microwave high covered for 25 to 30 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and put this in the oven for 30 minutes. And I'm going to start at 30 because the weight of the chicken is more than what was called for in the recipe. So I'll end up probably having to add a little bit more time at the end. So there you go, guys. That's the recipe. But while I'm here, I want to take a few more minutes now to tell you about all the items that I used so far in the recipe. The prep bowls, what did I just do with it? I put it away. The herb, in Pampered Chef, we have a total of 28 spices in our inventory. All kinds, Asian mixes, Southwestern mixes, lemon pepper, rosemary, all kinds of blends. They help add a little bit of flavor and spices to your food. As you can see, I have a whole bunch of them that I occasionally and mainly add to my meal. So for today, this is the bell, as I said, this is the bell pepper herb rub, and this is item number 9578 in the catalog on page 61, where you can find all of their other recipes. And this spice jar is $5.25. The other things that I use today, this is the our adjustable measuring spoons, and this comes in a set. The set comes with this is the 1 teaspoon to 1 tablespoon measurements, and as you can see, you can adjust depending on the measurements that you're at. Right now, this is a 1 tablespoon amount, and so you're in no danger at all of over adding too much of whatever it is that you're looking for. Again, it comes in a set of 2. This one is the 1 teaspoon to 1 tablespoon, and the other comes in the 1/8 of a teaspoon to the 1 teaspoon. And this is item number 2258 in the catalog, and it's on page 56, and you can buy the set for $9.50. Let's see, what else am I using today? I haven't used it yet, but I've spoken to you guys about this item before, and I've used it mainly when I was working with my ground beef. Normally when I do a lot of ground beef, it's just like when you have to, it clumps up together as it's taking a lot of the fat out of the meat. And even when you do use a fork, it still stays like clumped up. I find that when I use this tool, and I use it all the time since I have owned it, it is completely, I mean, the meat is totally separated, so you can actually proportion it properly, and I just absolutely love this tool. What we're going to do with this is, as the chicken is done, we're going to take the chicken out of the rock crock, and we're going to take all the potatoes out, and we're going to make mashed potatoes in that same rock crock with this tool. Add a little salt, pepper, maybe a little bit of milk, because I like milk in my mashed potatoes, and we're gonna make our mashed potatoes one pot. If you don't want to do mashed potatoes, you can leave it just like that with roasted potatoes or softened potatoes, steamed potatoes. Add a little salt and pepper, maybe a little butter in there, and serve it just like that with some parsley on top. That's another option for you. And that's what we have. At this point, I may clean up my station right now, and while that's cooking, I'm going to show you another tool. Now, this tool is not part of the recipe, but it's all part of my meal prep for the rest of the week. The mashed potatoes probably not going to last a long time, maybe about 2-3 meals for me. And so what I'm getting ready to do is I'm getting ready to prep my cauliflower rice, because that's what I'm going to, about midweek when the mashed potatoes is done, I'm going to have a lot of chicken left, but no side. And at this point, I'm going to transition to cauliflower rice. So let me clean this away, and then I will go into the next tool, Pampered Chef tool, that I'm going to use to clean up, to make my cauliflower rice. And that tool, it's a new item in our catalog. Anybody have the new catalog? Well, that item for us is going to be the multi-grater and slicer tool. I used that tool for the very first time last week, because not all the time that I get a tool from Pampered Chef do I know how to use it, and I like to demo it, practice on it with it before, so that when I do a live demo, I'm not fudging and fiddling with the thing. It kind of comes a little bit easy and natural to me. So we're almost done with our cleaning right now. Here we go. And so we're going to get ready to transition into this guy right here. This guy right here is the multi-grater tool in slicer. I didn't make notes for that, did I? Yes, I did. So in the tool, or in the catalog, it is on page 11. Okay, let me switch to page 11 just so we can talk you through it a little bit. So on page 11, here is this tool. Now it is a, I'm going to call it pieces. It comes with the set right here. So we'll call the whole unit as one, but this comes in different pieces, plus 4 different blade discs. So as a whole, it's a 5-piece set, but the unit itself comes with several different pieces. There's the handle. There's this little tool that we use to press food in. And this separates when we press down and we turn. This comes off. So really and truly, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces total in this one set. So because we want to, and the blades come in these cute little dishes, or not dishes, these little cute little packets. The 4 blades come in here. There's the coarse grater, the fine grater, the slicing tool, and then there's the ice chipper. Anybody knows me knows I love ice. I love ice in any shape, form, cube, crush, chipped. I don't really care. I love ice. If it's supposed to be cold, it's gotta be ice cold. If it's supposed to be hot, it's gotta be like really hot. And so what we're gonna do with this is we're gonna use, I think I want the grater, the fine. Right? Yeah. So this is the blade that we're going to use, the fine. I think this is the one I used during, and you can see the little slicing areas are smaller than the coarse. So this is the coarse blade, and this is the fine blade. This is the, oh, it's still in the thing. This is the ice chipping blade. I haven't used it yet, so I'm one of those people is like, I don't open anything unless I absolutely have to. So this is the ice chip blade, and then this is the slicing blade. Now you have to be careful because these will cut you. These will cut. So there's the 4 blades that comes with the set. The multi-blade, the multi-grater and slicer is $60 in the set. And make sure when you put it on, you make sure that the blade side is down or up. That way when your food is passing through, and you can feel on it, don't pass your hand over there too hard because you might cut yourself. And then we just stick that blade on there and we're ready to go. Okay. Now the one thing too about this is you see you'll have, where is it? You'll have these little notches, these arrows, and they'll tell you that they have to line up. That's how you lock and unlock. You line up your arrows on the set. And there you go, it's locked. The other good thing about this is you have your suction on the bottom, and so once we suction it into place, it's not going to move, even though we have our non-slick stick surface. So there we have, that's in there. Guys, this is not moving anywhere, okay? To add the handle, all you're going to do is push this into place, and the handle is in place. That's it. Today I'm going to use the 3-cup glass prep bowls. I love my prep bowls, you guys. These you can find on page 16 of the catalog. They come in 1 cup, 2 cup, and 3 cup portions. I actually love them because they're already pre-measured. So depending on what you do, you need a cup of this, a cup of that. If you pull that cup out, it's already measured. So you just fill to the fill line and you're ready to go. So for our purpose, I'm just gonna put that 3-cup line. Let me check on my food. We got about less than 20 minutes to go. I'm just gonna stick this 3-cup bowl under the grater so that, oh, what happened? Oh, I think when I put that under there, I lifted my suction. And yes, and so that's all that there is to this, and we're gonna get ready to get our cauliflower riced and ready to go for in the week. The other good thing about the prep bowls, you guys, is once we use this, there are lids for this. So I can just rice what I need and then put that in the refrigerator until I need it and cook it maybe about Wednesday time frame. Once you rice cauliflower, they last about maybe 3 days. So it'll be ready to go 3 or 4 days, maybe about a week. And so it'll be ready to go for me to cook about Wednesday, Thursday, when I'm ready to actually use it. So how do you actually use this? You cut off a couple. Now pull off a bunch of heads, or you can cut them, whatever works for you. You know, this thing wants to give me trouble now. I don't know why, right? You have to wait until you go live to try to give me trouble, right? Now, the one good thing I like about this, I'm like not a stock eater in any of my vegetables. So normally what I would do is I would actually cut it and throw it out because I don't like this part. But when you put them in the ricer, guess what you're going to do? You're actually going to rice it. So there's little waste going on right here. So all I'm going to do right now is break it up so that it fits in the cup well. Add this guy in there and turn. There we go. It's starting to, I didn't lock it in place properly. There we go. There we go. I didn't follow my own instructions and line things up. Ha ha ha. So there we go. Everything is there where it needs to be, and now you'll see that it will continue to shred to the consistency that I want. Looking at what I'm coming out right now of the dish, it's going to be a little bit too fine for me for ricing. So I'm going to switch to the coarse blade. Actually what I'm going to do. Just to make sure that I have the consistency, because you know cauliflower is like a watery type, it's a water type vegetable. Yeah, and so when you put it in there, it's going to, it's really not going to, when you put, sorry about that, not sure how to take that off, to get that off. I just had a text from my sister-in-law. I'm not sure how to turn that off during the broadcast of a YouTube live. But anyway, so we're gonna add this back on. Uh-oh, what did I do? Total operator error going on right here, right now, and I'm trying to talk my way through it. Right? There we go. It's locked. It's in place. And then we're just going to rice this without the bowl. I think what's happening is the bowl is a little bit higher, and so it takes the suction off. So here we go, and you can see the ricing coming off. So all I'm going to do at this point when I'm done is put all of that back into the bowl. There we go. totally awesome, you guys. I am ricing my cauliflower and I am getting ready for just doing my prep for the rest of the week. We are now about 15 minutes into our dinner. It's going to take a little bit of time. So please, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. Love to answer your questions about any of the products we've used today or we've talked about in its entirety. I think I'm just having fun racing. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. But accidents happen all the time in our kitchens, don't they? That one unfortunately didn't break anything, so we're okay with that. Now, yesterday when I was buying my cauliflower in Randall's, they had already pre-packaged them, pre-cut, and they were all ready to just cook or do whatever you were gonna do. Those were like $3 a bag. I think it was $2.99, $3 a bag. Now in that one bag, I think the bag was maybe about the cauliflower was bigger than this, chunkier than this, but it was less than a pound. So based on what I saw in the bag, guys, I probably would have been able to get maybe 2 meals out of that. So they also had the head of cauliflower for $4.99. I am probably going to be able to get at least 6 meals out of this one head of cauliflower. The good thing about buying it this way is I can rice exactly how much I need per meal, or for 2 meals or 3 meals, and put the rest back for further use. Once you buy that cauliflower in the bag, that's it, you guys. Once you break the seal on it, you're not really going to be able to do anything else with it. You have got to use it all at once. You really do. All right? So I think I have this on my glass. I guess it's slipping. And so there we go. Again, cauliflower it's very moist. It's a watery type of food or vegetable. And there we go. There we go. That's riced. So here's the next. So we have, with just 4 of the cauliflower portions, I think I've got about a cup and a half, 2 cups of riced cauliflower. I got about a half a cup, sorry. And we'll keep ricing because I think for one meal, because it's a vegetable, there's no limitations really on how much you can have per meal. But I probably do about maybe a cup and a half to a cup per serving. So I'm going to keep doing this while our food is still cooking. And I am hopefully going to try to be finished in time because I have to be somewhere at 1 o'clock today. So that's why I'm trying to get it all done. So the meal will be sitting here, and when I come back from my outing, dinner will be ready, and I just cut it up and get ready for use my meal, my Tupperware portion dishes, and I'm ready to go. I'm not sure about the squeaking, but there we go. Do you remember how many different ways you can use the rock crock? You can use the rock crock in 5 different cooking mediums. The rock crock, you can use the rock crock on the stovetop. You can use it in the oven. You can use it in the microwave like we're doing today. You can use it on the grill. You can use it in the broiler. And it goes from oven to freezer. Now you gotta let it cool down a little bit. I wouldn't put hot food in the refrigerator just like that. For me personal, that's a personal preference. And then from there, the lid also, the rock crop can cook on any medium up to 752 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's a lot of heat that can take. Now the glass lid can only go up to I think it's 425. I think, in temperature. So definitely a multi-purpose tool. Definitely can use the Dutch oven, lots of soups if you have big families. Not even big families, but if you want to cook big pots of soup. Me as a single person, when it's like winter time and the weather is what it is, I love to make soups. We have like a pumpkin soup that's from where we come from at home, in the island, St. Thomas, and I love that soup. And I bake it in bulk sometimes, and all I do is I store it. So you make your big quantity. So because you're probably saying, hey, as a single person, why do I need that much? I don't need that much soup. That's exactly what I would say, is I don't need that much soup. But at the same time, you make your bulk, you can store it in the fridge, in the freezer, and you don't have to cook for a while. It's already made. So there are times when you come home from a little late from work, and all you gotta do is take some out, and there you go. There we go, that's all done. Yeah. Again, these lids, these bowls, the prep bowls, they each come with lids. So once you're done with them, we can put a lid on it. We will put a lid on it and put it right in the refrigerator, and it'll sit right there and wait for us until we're ready to go. These guys also can put in the freezer. You can put them in the microwave, and you can even put them in the oven. Any temperature up to 350 degrees. You can't put the lid on it though, but you can put them in any of those mediums for up to 350 degrees. Now it does get a little warm, hot, in those temperatures, so make sure you use your silicone mitts or your or any kind of pot holder to take them out of the cooking medium, because you don't want to burn yourself. So at this point, all we're doing right now is waiting for the chicken and the food to be done so we can see where we're at. We did put it in for 30 minutes. Now 25 to 30 minutes was the recommendation for the chicken that was 3.5 to 4 pounds. Our chicken was more than that, so we started at 30 minutes, and then we're going to use the thermometer just to make sure that it is at the right temperature that it needs to be at for consumption. Does anybody know what the consumption is for chicken to make sure that it's cooked? Yes? No? Maybe? Internal temperature of chicken should be at least 165. That's how, at the thickest part, that's how you tell if the chicken is cooked appropriately or to the appropriate doneness. That eliminates the possibility of any kind of transfer of salmonella or anything else that may be lurking in the chicken. So there we have that. I think we're all about done here. Oops. And we have got about a cup worth of, and that's all I'm going to do, because that's about all I'm going to use when I cook. I don't want to cook too much. I don't like for it to be, I just like to use it when it's fresh and when I need it. So, and I purposely did this today because I won't do another cooking show until next Saturday or Sunday. So I knew I was gonna do the use the grater, and I wanted to show you how that was done. So that's what we have today, and we are waiting still another 4 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes. So does anybody have any questions? Please post your questions, and I'll be more than happy. Oh, there's still some in there. More than happy to answer your questions. Anybody had some awesome plans for St. Patrick's Day? I know my name is Irish, right? But I don't really celebrate St. Patrick's Day at all. I know that's horrible, but I don't. The cabbage. I love cabbage, but I am not a big corned beef fan, so I don't do the corned beef and cabbage. That's going on. There was a little left in there, so I'm just getting it all done. Okay. Still a little in the bottom. Yes. So, definitely love to cook. Been actually cooking for a very long time. You know, back in the islands, and I don't know if it's other places, but where we grew up, especially for the girls, once you hit a certain age, your mom stopped cooking. And in our household, once I hit age 13, my mom was pretty much done in the cooking, except for, you know, big cooking, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and all that stuff. We still helped, but that was pretty much mama's time for cooking in the kitchen. But, you know, family meals, regular everyday dinner, my mom was pretty much done cooking when I hit age 13. When I was younger, I preferred to bake, so I was the baker. I don't bake so much now, and I think I don't bake a lot primarily because for me, I'm perpetually trying to watch my weight. Ugh, isn't that horrible? But I am, and because I am, I try to stay away from cooking because I'm from baking, because I'm one of those people that if I bake it, I will try it, I will eat it, and if I like it, I'll continue to eat it. That doesn't help at all in the weight loss journey, does it? No, it does not. So I try not to bake a lot, just because it doesn't help me with my weight loss or my healthy eating journey. So we are almost done. We got about 2 minutes, and then we'll go ahead and we'll take that out and we'll see where we are. Let me take this off here so we have a place to put our chicken, and we'll see what our chicken looks like as it comes out. I am totally excited to see what we have, what it looks like, what it tastes like, what it smells like. I'm one of those people that I eat with my senses. Most people, if you've ever been out to eat with me before, when I go out to eat, I smell everything first. I look at it. Obviously, if it looks good, okay, that's step one. And then I smell it. If I can smell it and I smell the aromas and I smell everything, I am, okay, now I'm like, okay, now I really have to try it, because why? My eyes are engaged and my senses are engaged. And of course, if your nose is engaged, then it activates your taste buds. So if you see me smelling your food or smelling something, it's not meant to be an insult to your cooking, at least not from me. It really is meant to be, I'm trying to get the total food experience by looking at it and smelling it. And then if it smells the way that's pleasing to me, then it activates my taste buds, and I'm ready to engage in some really good eating. Okay, so we're at 16 minutes in, or 16 seconds. I'm going to stop. Well, no, I'm going to let it run, because it is just 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So we can see where we are with the meal. Smells delicious, you guys. And here we go. I'm going to take a thermometer right now and check on the meatiest part to see where we are. And if we're at 165 degrees, which I don't believe we are, make sure it doesn't it doesn't go to the bottom of the deep, because the thermometer head will read the pot ingredients. I think the potatoes are good, so if the chicken's not done, we'll go ahead and we'll take the potatoes out, put those in a separate container, and we'll make the mashed potatoes in that. Okay. We're not even at 160 yet. It's at 120 degrees. So we will have to put this back in for it to cook properly. Okay, so I'm gonna take the potatoes out so we can go ahead and do the mashed potatoes. I hadn't planned for that, so I don't have a dish out for it. So hold on 1 second. Here is our small batter bowl. Let's go ahead and get the potatoes in that. Potatoes, y'all. Those are nice. Oh my goodness. And they have some of the bell pepper herb rub also on there. So they will have the flavor of that. They'll have the flavor of the chicken in it. Oops. This is our scoop and drain. Yeah. And all I'm gonna do is make some mashed potatoes, you guys. You should see all of the juiciness that's in the bottom of the pan, the pot. And there's just a couple more pieces of potatoes. And this chicken is brown. It's not like a white potato. It is brown. The skin seems to be a little crispy. But, oh my goodness. Ooh. Awesome, 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 you guys. So we're going to put this back in for a couple of minutes. 5 minutes tops. Covered. While we go ahead and just start to mash our potatoes with the mix and mash, skin and all. It smells wonderful. Woo! Look at how quickly we made mashed potatoes. Look at how quickly we have made mashed potatoes. So we're going to put a little salt, a little pepper, a little butter, and we have our mashed potato is done. Little salt. A little pepper. And we're gonna keep mashing. This is the fastest I have ever made mashed potatoes, you guys. So, unless you guys have any more questions for me, guys, this is our meal, mashed potatoes and chicken, one pot meal, and we are ready to go. Thank you guys for joining me today for Caron in the kitchen. Hope you guys enjoy the recipe. Check me out at www.pamperedchef.biz/sweets, SWEETS, signatures, and have a great Sunday afternoon.